What's the second lesson? The second lesson is about the Coneys. The Coneys are creatures of little power. Some translations say delicate little creatures. Yet they make their home in the crags. Your King James Version will say they make their home in the rocks. The crags are the steep, rugged sides of cliffs. These little creatures, some translations are badgers, will say badgers. But I personally think that a badger is more aggressive. And I don't like badgers here, and actually badgers don't convey the actual sense of what these little Coneys are. These are, a lot of times they are called rock rabbits. They look like, as you can say, it looks like a little rodent. It is not a rodent, and it is not like a rodent. They are a little bit like a cottontail without the tail. You know, some of the problems of weight control as you get older, you can appreciate some of these traits. They are a little like a squirrel without the tail. Except they are larger. Technically, they are, as I said a moment ago, they are the Syrian hyrax. The picture you see here is actually the closest we have in North America to this. This is a pika, P-I-K-E, P-I-K-A. These are up in the northwestern part of the United States. As you can see, he's eating greenery. It's amazing how they work. They take the greenery that they harvest, they stretch it out in rows like a farmer puts out hay to dry, and their genius is these little rocky crevices that they use for protection. What is the lesson of the Coney? It's precisely that, protection. Just as the ant is humble enough to know that it is not prepared for the winter without work to do it, so the Coney knows he needs protection. I'll tell you the secret of humility about which we sang so wonderfully tonight. Aren't Greg and that gang good? Aren't they great? The secret of protection is what we will need against these temptations. When one of your supervisors, a crew boss, or one of the leaders of the camp has asked you to do something that just rubs you the wrong way, and you will be called in that moment to submit to one another in the fear of God. If God calls you to say, I just don't agree with that, you will be able to do that in love. These are the temptations of the summer. These are the temptations of doing things over and over again. Challenge with each new group to be fresh for each new group. Well, here is where we must find our home in the rocks. Who is our rock? Christ is our rock. Christ is our refuge. Christ is our hiding place. There was an observer, a scientific observer, who was watching these little fellows work. And he saw a weasel come after one of these little guys. And the weasel chased it. And he just ran like crazy, his little legs just running like crazy, just running. And finally he began to get exhausted, and he dived into his little rock, and out comes another little Coney, and he goes charging off, and the dumb weasel follows the second, who is fresh and got fresh legs, and he just keeps going, and finally this guy sees the weasel just get tired and quit. And that is a very good, true story about these little guys. And our next character in the